just landed in Singapore and staying in a transit hotel in the airport. The room is quite small, as you can see, but functional. Luckily we've got breakfast buffet with my favorite actor. We are in Shenzhen now. Hello everyone, welcome to Sorry, this is Katrina. I am now shooting this video in China. I was super excited when I first arrived because I haven't been back for almost 2 years. I was actually trying to shoot a video on that day and it was looking like this. I am now in China. This is the very first day of me being in China. I'm gonna show you outside and I'm so excited right now. I didn't feel this thing before while I was in Australia, booking the flight ticket, planning everything. It didn't feel so excited, but when I actually landed in China, it felt like my mother planet is calling me home. I just can't control myself. I don't know, I feel so excited right now. I can't wait to see what's new. Yay! Now that I've stayed in China for a few days, I am now calmed down, as you can see, and ready to talk. So my first stop in China is a city called Shenzhen. It's located in Guangdong province and it's right next to Hong Kong, which takes about 20 minutes by high-speed train from Hong Kong. So there are actually quite a lot of people who work in Hong Kong and live in Shenzhen because obviously house price in Shenzhen is cheaper. To give you a brief idea of the city, Shenzhen is one of the first tier cities in China, which means it's same size and level as Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and the city looks like it is the base city of a lot of technology companies, such as Huawei, the company that makes smartphones, and Tencent, which is the company that developed WeChat. And if you don't know what's WeChat, then I'll have to make a video of Chinese apps that you need to know. And it is also the financial center and the first special economic zone in China. It's got better policies to encourage international trading and foreign investments. But from my personal point of view, because it is such a newly developed city, so it doesn't have much cultural heritage stuff like Beijing or Shanghai. Enough said about the city, now let's talk about the things you need to know about China. When it comes to China, we have to talk about food. There are just so many kinds of Chinese food. So when I say there are a lot of choices about Chinese food, I literally meant from the moment when you wake up until the moment you sleep, which means including 早餐 breakfast, 午餐 lunch, 晚餐 dinner, and 夜宵 night snacks. There are restaurants that's specific for breakfast and there's breakfast vans on the street like this as well. And there are varieties of things you can choose for 早餐. So if you don't want to cook, you can either go to a restaurant or order deliveries. And China's got its own apps for deliveries instead of Uber Eats. The delivery fees are super low, sometimes even free. And the apps would always have promotions or discounts as well. And you can pretty much order everything on delivery now, not just food. You can order dessert, drinks, fruit, anything you want to buy in a supermarket. I've stayed in China only for a few days and I've already ordered a bunch of deliveries. I've actually had this time, I've only ordered like 1 cup of the milk tea and I still got it delivered. But if you don't understand Chinese, it's apparently going to be a bit hard for you to order delivery. But hey, you can always ask a Chinese friend like me to help you. is how you can use just smartphone for everything in China. So if I go out now in China, I literally just need to take my phone and keys. You can use it to pay everything. For example, restaurants, stores, supermarkets, public transportation, parking, and everything. And there are actually restaurants or cafes or drink bars where you can order food and drinks on your phone first, and when it's ready for you, they'll send you notifications and then you can just go there and eat or take it away if you want. So that you don't need to wait in a long line whenever there's a popular place, because there will be a long line.
为什么还是这么多人？
现在人已经不多了，人已经不多了，人已经不多了。
And the next thing I want to talk about is choices on transportation. Maybe because there are so many people in China, and maybe because the traffic jam is getting worse, or maybe because people are more aware of environmental pollution, there are a lot of people riding bikes these days. There are government-funded bikes which were put in set locations by the government, and you can just unlock it and then ride it for free. There are also companies that rent bikes now. For those kind of bikes, it's self-locked on the bike and you can just unlock it on your phone. You can park it anywhere. You can park a bike with a very low cost. It is now very popular to ride a bike in China, and you can see a lot of people are doing it on the street. Except for bikes, there are other high-tech choices as well. I actually saw people riding segways or hoverboard on the street, and I think it's getting popular these days. So that's everything about today's video, and hopefully you know more about China by now, and I'll keep shooting videos while I'm still living in China. So stay tuned. Comment below for anything you wanted to know about Chinese. Give thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe for new videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on next video. 谢谢，再见。